What's up? Hey, welcome to the new channel. This video is just something that just kind of just popped into my head, seeing how I'm kind of stumped right now, but I am also shooting another video at this present time. But this video is going to be about particularly my setup, like what I use to stream, to edit, to play video games, to make YouTube videos, because this is one thing that I do like to that I took notice just a couple days ago. I was like, you know what? For a channel that's so small and almost has little to no viewers, my channel does have 50 subscribers now. So I do appreciate the people that has been watching my videos and actually liking them. I appreciate you guys. One thing I did notice though, I was like, my setup is very overkill for what I do. You know, the setup, it started as, a PS4 and a laptop and an Elgato back 5 years ago, 2016. That's what the channel started. That's what I started things with. But once I got a job and everything, I just start buying more things just because I wanted to use them. And my setup periodically over the years just got better and better simply just from me working and everything. So, my channel, I took a very dark turn during that 5-year period. I abandoned my channel by not focusing on things I wanted to do, and I was very unhappy with my life. But now that I'm here in this present time, I'm taking advantage of the stuff that I did buy in between that to use for my setup. Granted, my PC, I've upgraded that recently because I wanted to, just so I can have more power for streaming and stuff like that. And once maybe new graphics card, like maybe a 3080, I'm able to get that, I'm going to put that into my PC. So that would be cool. But yeah, so let's just jump in. I'm going to show you the setup, what I use. And for the camera, I use a Canon EOS M200 to capture this. I'm still learning how to tweak the settings, so if it looks a little blurry or looks a little weird, I'm still tinkering with the settings. So yeah, and I also have trouble. I have a picture of me right here on the screen, so if you see me looking down a lot, that's because of that. But I'm trying to practice and look at the camera. All right, let me show you guys the setup. Okay, here we are with the setup. I have tried to record this multiple times. I tried to record it with my camera and it just would not transfer over to my PC. So I am using my phone instead to show you guys what my setup is. So this is what it looks like overall. It's not necessarily the neatest of neat setups, but it's neat for me at least. So we're gonna go from left to right. Okay, so right here I have my PSP. I used to play a lot when I was in my younger days. Nintendo Switch for Nintendo games that I rarely play. And as well, you have the gorgeous PlayStation 5 standing in the vertical position. I literally had no other way to put this, so vertical was the only way. Plus I think it actually just looks better vertical as well. I also have a little ring light that I use to show my camera and everything, light things up, works well. And also we're gonna move on to the monitors. I do have 3 different monitors. I know that's sort of cringeworthy, but these were all monitors that I've started my setup with. This was my first monitor ever that I used for console gaming. This was the monitor that I got for more console gaming, but I also built my first PC using both of these monitors right here. These are both BenQ models. This is the Zoe, a gaming one, and this is just a standard 1080p one. Now the main monitor is an Asus TUF 144 Hertz FreeSync monitor. It's really good, really fast, and it's an IPS display, so it has nice colors on it. We have the glorious PC right here that runs a Ryzen 9 3900X, 32 gigs of RAM, RTX 2070 Super, and an Elgato HD60 Mark II. Yes, yes. It also has a Corsair 360 AIO in there. That's real nice. For my mic, I use an Elgato Wave 3. It gives me different functionalities by turning up, mute it just by touching at the top. But this isn't the only reason. I used to use a Blue Snowball, and it was a very basic, but it still worked microphone. But I also wanted the functionality of a sort of like a Go XLR, and I saw that the Elgato Wave had a software that will it's basically like a digital Go XLR. You could input any sort of like sound outputs from different apps, put them in this board, and just have it go out in one output into like maybe a YouTube video or a stream or whatever. And I just thought that was so much more convenient than just having a big old block sitting on my already covered up desk. It's just something, and plus it just costed way too much money, and it's just not for me. Even though this setup is overkill in itself, but you get what I'm saying. For a camera that I use, this used to be my main camera. It's a Logitech Stream Cam, not the new one. It was one of the old ones, but I use that. I've had that since like 2015, but I recently upgraded. Simply put, I just wanted to take pictures with a camera and everything, and I also got one. Might as well just get one with that you can connect to your PC through an Elgato cam link. So I'm still working on videos trying to make them look nicer. It's not easy trying to find out what right settings you want to use for this thing, because I am not a camera enthusiast in the slightest. So yeah. Anybody interested in the wallpaper? It's a Persona 5 Royal wallpaper. I'm a huge Persona 5 fan. I haven't played the other Persona games, but Persona 5 is one of my favorite games of all time at this moment. For peripherals, I use a Corsair K65 Lux. I've had this keyboard for maybe about 3 years now. Best mechanical keyboard I've ever used, the only mechanical keyboard I ever used, and the mechanical keyboard I'm still going to use unless it just starts dying on me. This thing is fantastic. Love it. Love the Corsair link. It's awesome. Okay, moving on to the next item is the my mouse. This is a G-Wolves Haiti. It's one of those mouses that got holes punched out. It's just very light and just way easy to use. Like, I'm not the type of dude that likes a whole bunch of different buttons on my mouse. You know, when I mostly just play first person shooters, and I basically use this for my melee, for whatever, and just shoot stuff like that. I love this mouse. It's very easy. And speaking of mouse, my entire desk is a mouse pad, because this desk is an Rosie Arena gaming desk. I've had this for about 2 years now, and I just love that it has a big old mouse pad on the top. Makes it so much easier, gives me a lot of room to use my mouse and everything, and yeah. And also for other peripherals or chair, therefore, I have a Secretlab Titan chair. I used to have a DX Racer Zero series. It was one of the smaller versions, but ever since I've gotten older and I started working out more, just started to get bigger, and it was kind of hard for me to sit in a DX Racer because it was a bucket type seat. This is more open, so you know, gives me more comfort for my buns. So yeah, and plus I really just love the adjustability on this one. You could pretty much adjust it any way you want. So, and it's way more comfortable than the DX Racer, and I had the DX Racer for like 6 years at this point. And for audio, I use Astro A40 Tournament Edition. Now I do have 2 different headsets, but I thought I broke one and immediately bought a new one. So yeah, I love the Astro headsets. I've been using them for a long time now. I used to have the old gray one that came out a long time ago, but that one actually did break on me. But Astros are really durable, in my opinion, as long as you treat them right. Okay, this is one of the last things of this app. This is a APC backup battery that I use. I basically have my computer, one monitor, and the PlayStation 5 hooked up to the battery, so that way, you know, wherever I live, it storms a lot and stuff like that. If something goes out, I can immediately save all my stuff or stop what I'm doing, so that way the important things don't get damaged. And because nowadays your computer, good luck trying to find computer parts, okay? Just putting that out there. So trying my best to protect the things that, you know, I got. Okay, and for the last thing, this is something that I really like right here. This is the Elgato green screen. Rolls down. You know, I'm doing a lot of stuff like reviews and stuff I do, and live streams I'm going to do playing games, and this thing is fantastic for, you know, in all honesty, I bought this for Zoom meetings because, you know, reasons, but I also got this because I want to make videos using a green screen. And I have like a foldable green screen. It's like sitting in the corner right here, but it kept falling and I hated it. So yeah, that's the Elgato green screen right there. This is the whole setup, lights, prism lights, all that sort of stuff. Like I said, this setup is ridiculously overkill, but it's my setup and I love it. So yeah, anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This setup is complete overkill, but I am thankful for the things that I have gotten when I was working. You know, I'm somebody who don't spend on things that they don't necessarily need. And granted, this is stuff I don't need, but this is stuff I do like to work with, to tinker on, to, you know, make videos and stuff. And let me tell you, the videos are not stopping. I got a lot of videos planned already for the channel, and it's going to be very, very fun. And the Yuffie DLC, that video is still getting a lot of views, and I honestly did not expect that. It's still getting a lot of views, and it's almost at 20 likes. Never in my life has any video gotten that much. I think maybe my Scuff alternative video made that, but yeah, that was, so that gives me some hope that you know, my channel could actually do something. And there's a lot of cool games coming out at the end of the year as well. You know, Battlefield 2042. You know, I'm going to be playing the Master Chief Collection. I might even go back and start playing Apex again. Because I used to, Apex Legends again, because I used to play that a lot back 2 years ago. You know, there's a lot of things that I want to do with this channel. And I hope whoever you guys are that's actually watching, I hope you guys stick around. Because it's not ending. So, anyway, thank you all for watching the video. If you're new here and you would like to know more about me, subscribe to the channel, like the video, and also, well, follow my Twitch channel. I will be planning on streaming at least maybe twice a week or something like that. The days will probably be like Sundays and Thursday nights. So anyway, if you guys are new here, thank you all for watching. Take care and peace out.